Hey guys, Sketchy Boy here today, and in front of me I have a fender off my motorcycle. I recently primed, painted, and clear coated this fender, and it's all ready to be buffed out. This video will be about removing orange peel in your paint. For those of you who don't know what orange peel is, it's pretty much the top surface of the paint is really wrinkly or not smooth, so it's literally looks like an orange peel. Sometimes you can see it with the camera, other times you can't, but I'll try to get it as close as possible. But there is orange peel on this fender here, and we're gonna get it out using we're going to be using 2000 grit sandpaper and 1000 grit. You can use 1500 in between if you want, but I'm just going to skip right to 2000. You're going to need some soapy water, and you're going to need some kind of compound. Today I'm using McGuire's Ultimate Compound. This works very well, but you can use whatever kind you want. And if you have a buffing wheel, use that, but I'm just going to use a microfiber cloth because I don't have a buffing wheel or anything like that. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to do this. Alright, so first step we're going to do is we're going to grab our 1000 grit sandpaper. We're going to make a little piece, and we're going to grab a cloth, and we're just going to wipe this smooth so there's nothing really big to scratch into the clear coat. We want this surface to be clean, and we are going to be wet sanding. You never really want to do this dry because you'll clog up the sandpaper fairly easy, and then you can get really deep scratches in it sometimes. So we're gonna put some soapy water on here, on just the surface here, and I'm gonna start with a up and down motion, just like this, and then you can go towards a circular motion. Doesn't really matter as long as you do it evenly. Just go up and down, side to side, go around like this. And what you want to do is you want to get a even sand on the entire surface you're working on. And we'll continue to do this for the entire thing. Okay, so I just got a light on the fender right now, and I'm about halfway through sanding here, and I'll just show you what really orange. You can see it once you start sanding down what orange peel is. You see how it's kind of like spotty? That's the orange peel. So that's the uneven surface which creates that. And you can see I've not sanded there where it's glossy, and then you see the spots there where it's matte red in this case is where I've sanded down. So what you want to do is you want to sand down till you don't see any of these kind of spotted areas like that. You want it to be like that, and then you want zero glossiness on this. Eventually it will be glossy with the compound, but when you're sanding you want it to be matte like this with no spots in like that. So we're going to do the rest of the fender, and then I'll be right. So I just finished sanding with 1000 grit sandpaper, and this is what it should look like. It should look like a matte finish, just very smooth to the touch is what you were looking for. Things you want to be careful of is burning through the clear coat, so you accidentally go right through to the base coat, which you don't want to do because it'll look really crappy in the end. So if that ever happens, you have to sand it down, respray it with clear coat, let it dry for like 7 days, and then resand it again just like you did, and hopefully you can level it out. Don't burn through again. But yeah, if that happens, it's kind of a pain. But just make sure you don't press too hard, and just lightly sand, and it'll be okay. Right here I just kind of left it spotty because you're not going to see it. It mounts up to the steering thing, so you don't see that there. But anyways, I'm going to hit it with the 2000 grit next to get rid of the scuff marks of the 1000 grit. Once we do that, then we'll go over to the polishing. Alright, so I just finished it with the 2000 grit, and this is the final stage of sandpaper that you want to go. I don't even think you can buy anything higher than 2000, but you wouldn't want to go any higher anyways. So with the 2000 grit, what I did is a lot of circular motions to remove the 1000 grit scores in the paint and the scratches, and then just really trying to work the scratches out and try not to press too hard, because we've already gotten most of the orange peel out with the 1000 grit. The 2000 is kind of just a finishing sandpaper. So the final step really is just using this compound and wiping it on here. Now, like I said, if you have a buffing wheel, this will be excellent time to use it. But I don't have a buffing wheel. I'm just going to use a microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to dab some on here and put it on here. So I'm going to set the camera up, and we're going to do that right away. Alrighty, so I got my Meguiar's Ultimate Compound. This is what I'm using today. If you're using something else, that's great, but I'm using Meguiar's. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab, you can use a sponge as well. I'm gonna grab a cotton cloth, and I'm gonna apply it to this, just like this. And that was way too much. You just want to kind of put about that much, and we're just gonna lightly put it on like this. We have it on here, and we're just gonna do circular motions all around here, just like this, and press fairly hard with this stuff. You want to get the scratches out and get the gloss shine out. But yeah, you want to do this for like, I don't know, like 30 seconds, something like that, in areas. You don't want to do one big section at a time, because it'll dry out. So you just want to do little sections at a time, circular motion, pressing fairly hard. And after around 30 seconds or so, you grab your microfiber cloth, or if you had your buffing wheel, you'd do that. And then you'd grab a microfiber cloth, and then you would just wipe it like this and get all the excess paste off of it. And you can buff it up like this if you want. And as you can see, it's got a very, very nice shine to it. And yeah, it's all about prep. So you can have different kinds of orange peel. You can have really severe orange peel. That's a lot of overspray, or your prepping for primer wasn't very good, your surface. But mine, I prepped it fairly well, and there was not much work to do. So the more preparation you do, the less work you have now. But vice versa, if you do less work prepping the primer, you'll have more work sanding the clear coat now. So it just gives you an idea of what's going to happen. But yeah, that's pretty much all you have to do, just circular motion. If you have the buffing wheel, please use that. It's an excellent tool to use. If you're doing gigantic quarter panels or doors, something like that, you definitely want to have a buffing wheel, because it's just a lot easier and faster. But for something like this, it's hands fine. So I'm just going to finish up the rest of this fender, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. Alright, so I just finished up polishing this fender of mine I have right here, and this is the final result. So what you want to do after this is just probably put a coat of wax on it to protect it from getting faded by the sun or anything like that. But yeah, this method of removing orange peel is fairly easy. All you need is a sandpaper, microfiber cloths, buffing wheel would be very handy, and your compound for the buffing and stuff. So fairly easy. Anyways, guys, that was a video on how to remove orange peel from paint, and yeah, that's everything. So thanks for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and like the video. It really helps out, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.